What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This here's Legitico Response. We cover political news. We keep you up to date and keep you informed with all the shenanigans going on in Congress.
You are so far away from being able to destroy him or the American people that he can still get on the podium at rallies time after time after time and be witty and entertaining and funny and insightful. You aren't about to destroy him or the American people any more than you're about to tip over the island of Guam.
That's right. We just had a committee hearing to hold Biden's ghostwriter in contempt of Congress for not turning over evidence and for deleting evidence of Joe Biden's mishandling of classified documents. That's right. Joe Biden stole classified documents for years, folks, for years, and then decided he's going to get a ghostwriter to write a autobiography, right? Like, can that even be called an autobiography at that point? But he gets a ghostwriter to write him a book, then shares classified information from documents that he had been stealing for years, then refuses to allow congressional investigators the evidence that they need to charge him with mishandling of classified documents. It's utter insanity. Robert Hur did an interview, and we've covered this several times on the channel. Robert Hur did an interview with Joe Biden, and congressional investigators wanted that audio. They got a redacted transcript, and we know from the past that the White House and the Biden administration have altered transcripts. So we can't trust a redacted transcript. So they wanted the audio tape to hear for themselves exactly what was said and exactly what was answered. Questions, answers, we want to hear it, y'all. And, you know, there's legitimate purpose behind that. It's our congressional Article 1 oversight from the Constitution. Our branches of government are supposed to be co-equal. They're all supposed to not have power over all the other ones, right? So they're supposed to be co-equal, but the Biden administration is proving that it doesn't want to play that game. It doesn't want to play that game whatsoever. But we had a whole committee hearing on this, and they're going to find Biden's ghostwriter in contempt of Congress. But, you know, instead of the Democrats trying to ask questions and bring up logical points as to why we shouldn't hold this guy in contempt of Congress, they do this.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Donald Trump has made a number of bizarre comments that raise serious concerns about his competency and mental acuity. During a June 9th campaign rally in Las Vegas, Nevada, Trump rambled about whether it was better to be electrocuted or attacked by a shark. And this is not the only time he's discussed sharks, Mr. Chairman. Play the shark mashup, please.
Okay, so I'm not going to play the clips of Donald Trump randomly talking about dumb stuff from one of his rallies. That's what the clip that was showed, but because I want to focus in on the derangement of some of these people.
Yeah, y'all can go ahead and laugh about that. It's okay. This past weekend, Trump gave a speech at the Faith and Freedom Coalition's Road to Majority.
Time belongs to the gentleman from Georgia.
Mr. Chairman?
Yeah, time belongs to the gentleman from Georgia.
Thank you. This past weekend, Trump gave a speech at the Faith and Freedom Coalition's Road to Majority Conference, during which he claimed that trucks can drive from New York to Los Angeles without stopping. And he talked about the wounds that he received while defending religious liberty, telling the crowd, quote, "And I have the wounds all over my body. If I took my shirt off, you'd see a beautiful, beautiful person, but you'd see wounds all over me," end quote. He also advocated for creating a, quote, "migrant fight league," end quote, which he apparently pitched to UFC President Dana White. I wonder if he laughed. Later that same day, during a campaign rally, Trump complained about restrictors that don't want you to have any water, and he detailed his typical haircut routine. Let's run that clip.
From Georgia, yield just a second.
Well, no, I want to complete my comments. It's not done to cast aspersions on the man Trump, But it is to let the American people know during this hearing, when my friends on the other side are trying to cast aspersions about President Biden's mental acuity, that there is some real evidence that we've got slippage on the part of the Republican nominee for presidency of the United States. And with that, I'll yield back.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there because I just want to butt in for a second. He was talking about he doesn't want to cast dispersions on the Republican nominee, on Donald Trump. Then what in the hell was the point of bringing up clips of Trump talking about random stuff, right? Just rambling on. How does that matter? Like, what's your point here, dude? If you're not trying to cast dispersions. You're talking about his mental acuity because he's rambling about random stuff? Like, that's Trump derangement syndrome at its peak, y'all. Trying to show Donald Trump talking about sharks and boats. If you want to go see the clip, it's all over the internet. You can go see it. Like I said, I'm not going to show it because it's just general speak, just rambling on, just blah, 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 blah. He's telling a story. It might be a hypothetical story, but he's still telling a story. It's like, what's going on, right? It kind of doesn't make any sense. He's not talking about policy. He's not talking about what he's going to do as president. He's just talking to the crowd, entertaining people. And what do the Democrats do? They try to twist that into saying, oh, well, his mental acuity is waning. Yeah, he's going a little bit crazy. No, he's just entertaining a crowd. And that's the point. That's what the Democrats do. They've got to reach out and grab something and pull it over here and try to say, oh, well, he's mentally gone, folks. He's insane. He's gone delusional. Like, no, I'm sorry. Trump just getting out there rambling is not any signs that his mental faculties are waning in the least, right? So it just, I don't know. I thought that was funny, and I just wanted to bring that up because, yeah, the Democrats are deranged. Check this out.
Gentleman yields back. Gentleman from California is recognized.
My friend from
Whoever
Georgia.
withdraw the point of order.
Withdraw my point of order.
Someone's recognized.
My friend from Georgia reminds me of that movie line delivered by Kirstie Alley. Humor. It's a difficult concept. I'll yield the balance of my time to Mr. Bishop.
I think the gentleman, I won't consume the balance, but I would say to my friend from Georgia that the live experience is so much better. You're welcome to come with me to the next Trump rally. I'm sure that would be welcome. But I would also note that it really is amazing that despite the most unprecedented, dangerous, rule of law, killing, turning of the awesome power of the state to prosecute crime against that former president of the United States in order to attempt personally to destroy him. You are so far away from being able to destroy him or the American people that he can still get on the podium at rallies time after time after time and be witty and entertaining and funny and insightful. You aren't about to destroy him or the American people any more than you're about to tip over the island of Guam. I yield back.
Okay, so if you didn't catch that where he's talking about you're about to tip over the island of Guam, the reason he said that is because the guy that this whole video is about said this.
I don't know how many square miles that is. Do you happen to know?
I don't have that figure with me, sir. I can certainly supply it to you if you'd like.
Yeah, my fear is that the whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize.
We don't anticipate that. The Guam population, I think, currently about 175,000, and again, with 8,000 Marines and their families, it's an addition of about 25,000 more into the population.
Yeah, so apparently he was being serious. It's hard for me to say that with a straight face, because how the hell can somebody think you're going to tip over an island? It's going to capsize, in his words. And if you look at the general, the Navy admiral that was speaking right there, right, when he says that, he says that's not our concern. You could tell he was holding back laughter, folks. So these people are just utterly insane to think an island is going to capsize. Really? Like, you might have been better off saying the island might sink. I mean, seriously, islands have sunk before. You know, the dirt underneath gives out and the island sinks. It happens. But capsizing? Come on now, like, the island's going to tip over and capsize. That's just utter insanity. But they waste their time going after Donald Trump for rambling on about sharks and electric boats, instead of using their time productively to come after the reasons the Republicans are going after Joe Biden's ghostwriter. Because they have nothing. There's nothing there. There is no reason these people shouldn't turn over all that evidence. They're using it as a political shield, I guess, a political point to try to go after Donald Trump for no apparent reason. Wasting their freaking time, wasting our time, kind of, right? Like, it's entertaining to watch these people grapple with the struggles of trying to take some insanity and form it into a logical, coherent ideology, right? Like, the Democrats, from my perspective, have just been utter insane. And that's pretty much all I got for this one, y'all. I just wanted to throw that out. It's Saturday, so I thought I'd throw out an entertaining video, but y'all let me know what y'all think about all this down in the comment section. That's all I got for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and y'all try to have a good day and stay legitical. Peace.